Pathways to Wholeness podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and I thank you for joining us for this next episode of meditative teaching. Please note that these meditations were recorded in a tropical environment with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds in the background. Try not to let them distract you from the words. Okay, let's just settle in, relax, maybe take a few breaths and just listen to the music before the teaching starts. Let us remember what the actual truth of this moment is, and what the truth about ourselves is. Let us choose to fill our conscious awareness the knowledge of that truth. To remind ourselves the truth of ourselves is that there is a peace beyond which the egoic mind can comprehend, available and alive within us. We use the word alive because it is a living process, a peace that creates and gives life. That peace is closer to us than anything else, and yet it seems elusive, hard to access. let us remember that it is our own choice to resist and say no to that peace. We must confront our own beliefs about whether that peace is real or not, whether we are going to accept the reality of that peace right now. Because the ego will tell us it is not real, or it is not for us, or we haven't deserved it or earned it, or some rationalization for staying in control. We are the chooser. We make the choice whether to energize and support the ego, or whether to trust and remember the truth. We don't have to learn any special techniques. We don't have to do the right thing. Our task is just to let go. Peace within is not being withheld. It is not hidden from us. It is not made hard to find. It's all about our choice in this moment. We always have the choice whether to stop resisting, stop saying no, and say yes, or whether to stay in control and hold on and continue the contracting and the resisting and the limiting. We must understand that when we change our mind, when we decide we do want to let go, we do want peace, it isn't going to just automatically happen. We are conditioned to resist, conditioned to stay in control. Often making the decision to let go increases our resistance. But if we hold steadfast with our choice to trust in the truth, to trust in that peace, to desire only that peace, we can just be with the resistance and let it go. If if we don't slip into judgment, condemnation, and all the other distractions the ego is offering. If we just acknowledge the resistance, it's not unexpected, it's not a sign of something wrong, or some weakness or some deficiency. It's just part of our releasing, our conditioning, learning to live without control. Gradually accustoming ourselves to the new state of being, the state of aliveness, of energy, of connection. Our conditioning has taught us to avoid all of that. And when we begin to sense the presence and power of the moment, conditioning kicks in, tells us to stop. That is why we need compassionate attitude, understanding, gentle, we want to release all judgment, all expectations that we should be one way or another, that we should be somehow better. There is somehow something wrong with us. None of that is true or real. There is just a fear of ourselves. Brought about by overwhelming situations or circumstances. We have come to fear our own aliveness. But if we are willing to trust that spirit within us, the infinite consciousness, the infinite intelligence, we will find our path. Each of us must find our own path back to ourselves, We must make the decision ourselves that is our most important priority. That we learn to be comfortable with our aliveness, which includes all of us, every part of us, every aspect of us. Which includes our painful responses, our painful memories, our strong feelings. We must make the decision not to reject anything but the ego and its demand for control and limitation. We fear being overwhelmed and powerless again. We fear that memory, that feeling, being completely overwhelmed and unable to defend our integrity. And it is completely understandable that we would. But that is not a threat to us now. It is just a memory. We have locked the powerful responses to that memory deep inside, and that is what we fear. That is the energy and power we have come to fear. But it is actually the energy and the power that will free us. Once we decide to no longer be controlled by it, to deny it or suppress it, then we will learn that we will not be helpless or defenseless. We are not that person anymore. We are free to be ourselves without limit, without control. That is our liberation. To become free of the way we have built a prison for ourselves, built a container to contain those painful, overwhelming feelings. The container also was a limit to our life, limit to our connection with reality. It separated us from the truth. We had no choice but to create the ego and the identity to replace our connection with reality. Now we want to open that container. No longer be a prisoner of our fear. So let us choose in this moment to remember the truth of our being, the infinite spirit within us, the beauty, the love, the richness of ourselves, our true selves, of our soul and spirit, awaits liberation. Our soul and spirit are not confined. It is simply our consciousness that is the container. That consciousness expresses in our contraction and limitations, but our spirit remains pure and untouched, available and ready to be expressed fully. Let us bring ourselves to a state of compassion, forgiveness, understanding, so that we can allow and accept that spirit to fill us, to guide us, to remind us who we are. That is our choice right now. The choice before us. Whether to say yes or not. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you'd like more information on these meditations and teachings, visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Surrender. These are guided meditations designed to support you in letting go of whatever tensions or false ideas you might be holding about how things really are, and reaching a state of peace and surrender. That's Pathways to Surrender. Look for the next episode soon. We're uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.